Hello and welcome to Beef Gravy Studios. I'm your host Beef Gravy, and 5 years ago I started my channel to play video games with my kids. Since then we've gone through a lot of changes and learned a lot of things, and one of the things I picked up along the way is where to go for games, and one of those sites was GameJolt. For those of you that don't know, GameJolt is a game store where most anybody can post their games and also doubles as a social media website for people with similar interests like indie games and sharing them and finding them and playing them. Today I'm going to walk you through the process of how to navigate GameJolt and how to download games from the site so you can enjoy them as well. And if you've already seen my video on itch.io games and how to download those, the process is very similar. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I don't claim to be an expert, but I will answer them as best as I can. So here we are on my main page for GameJolt. I'm going to walk you through navigating the site if you're brand new to it. GameJolt is a social media page. You will actually have a feed of people you are following. These are people that I am following, or the For You page. This is always right at the top. You can pick between For You or Following, and that's what GameJolt tends to think you may want to see. Starting an account is totally free. Over here, you will have your chat of friends and messages, the GameJolt shop. The shop has two currencies. You can pay actual money to get Jolt Bucks, and there's many things to buy, or you can get coins by doing daily quests. And coins essentially can be earned free just by interacting with the site. Your backpack is where you will get all the stickers that you win for doing the quests. This is your quest. And you can see right here, you get daily ones, and then you get world event quests. With every daily quest you complete, you get a GameJolt charge. You can get 7 of these, and then you can put down a sticker on a creator and charge it, and they get money. So it's a way to help out people that you follow. The Jolt Dex is all the creators that you have followed, and the game library will be any games that you have put into your personal library, which is very easy to do because we do make videos on games I found on the site, and Unplayed is my other one, and these are games that I have saved, so they'll hang out here until I'm ready for them. Directly below here you have all your communities that you are a part of, and you can join communities very easily. You can go to the search bar up top. It will show you realms, which is anything related to that game or game type. They have realms made by the game itself or by a particular genre game, and you have communities that you can join, and then games based on what you're searching and users that have similar names. So it's easy to find people that are interested in whatever you're looking for. And the search bar will always be at the top, no matter what you do, so you can search anytime. Onto the Discover button. These are GameJolt creators, partners with GameJolt. They'll recommend creators. These are realms. Any post, any fan game, any question, things that fall under the realm of a particular type of game will be in its realm. Communities tend to be smaller and are usually moderated by one or a few people. All communities are their own separate things. The communities I belong to are right over here on the left. You can click on those at any time. This being the Sega Dreamcast community, you can click right there to join the community. I played a fan game inspired by Dreamcast type, so I got to post mine here. Now back to the main page. If you click on Store, this is where you can browse games. You can browse them either by genre or type. You could have games that are fan games or adventure games, or if you're here to find Five Nights at Freddy's games or anything related to that, you can click on that in particular. So they have many to choose from. And come down here, like with most gaming sites, you have ones they will feature, hot games that are getting a lot of attention, best rated, and ones that are just new. And you can go by price, operating system. So if you have Windows, Macs, Linux, or other, or ROM emulators, if it uses Hitamo, Flash, or Unity, the maturity status, the game rating, and they tend to be very good about saying what's in the game. So as you can see here, these are just the featured games that they throw out at you. Narrow down my search, I can go to New, and these are games that have just come out. With some games, they're not ready to be downloaded yet, and you can check the progress of a game by simply just clicking on it. And you can follow games as well. So I come here to a Deltarune fan game, and right there you can click follow, so anything happens on that game, you'll have it in your feed. Now to download a game, it's very easy. We've come here to Randy's camera. There's the overview, comments, followers. If I want to follow it, I can even add it to my library over here. And you'll come down, and if it is available for you, it will say download right here. And it really is that simple. You click download, it'll say downloading, and it will begin. One other thing I wanted to touch on is there are games that say name your own price. So you can come here to the download section, and some games they do require you to pay, so that's up to you if you're going to pay. If you want to download and it says name your own price and you don't have the funds to do it and they give you the option to download it anyway, you can say no, take me to download, and instantly it will just begin the download for you. So it's right there. Here we are back on our main page, and we have downloaded Randy's camera. Opening up these games for you to use is very, very similar to the method that you use with games from itch.io, and I did a video on that, so this is probably going to be old information if you watched that one, but since you're here for GameJolt, we're going to take you through the whole process. First thing you're going to need is a program that is going to open up that file. You can see the file and the zipper is on it and it is shut. I recommend downloading WinRAR. I use that for my itch.io games as well as my GameJolt games. I'll leave a link on this page in the description. You can download it for free and it works very well to open most games that I have encountered. So there's two methods for this. If you see the file, you're going to want to right click, go down to open with WinRAR Archiver, and here you see Randy's camera. Now we shift and press down so everything's highlighted. Then go to extract to, and you can select where you want the game to land on. I've made a file for my GameJolt games. I've marked them games for later, so I simply highlight that, go to OK. WinRAR has already opened it up. We can close that, close the downloads, and I can come over here to games for later where I sent it, and poof, there it is. And that one icon that's a little different than the rest of them tends to be what will launch your game, or the executable file as they call it. One other thing to note, if you see this icon that looks like the 3 books held together by a belt, you left click that twice and that's how you will get WinRAR to open and to do essentially what we just did. So the file is right click and the books are left click. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. I will answer them as best I can, and if I don't know, I'll just admit it.